Hello everyone, welcome back to SBR Pythons. Today I'm going to do a video just talking about the upcoming breeding season because we're about that time now. What my plans are, sort of show you the females that I will have sort of at breeding weight now, and hopefully before the end of the upcoming season as well. I've just got this beautiful male black pewter pied out right now, who's going to be a busy boy this year because being the visual and double codom, he's going to be sort of going to quite a few of the females. In mind, I think I'm going to be putting him to 4 females. He's 550 grams. He has locked and he has got sperm. Whether he, can do the job, well, I'm sure he can do the job if he wants to, but it depends on whether the female's interested and whether he's interested in the female as well. So I'll pop him back and I'll get the first female out to show you. So here's the first female that we will be breeding this year. We tried to breed her last year and she did develop follicles. I personally can't palpate confidently yet because of my lack of experience. I'm not afraid to admit that. However, I did have Sham over from Sham's Ball Pythons, and he also felt follicles, which to me is confirmation with the experience that Sham has. However, I believe, as I mentioned in a previous video, that she did reabsorb, which was a shame. But she is, really feeding well. So hopefully she will be putting that weight back on. I think she's about 1.8 kilos now. So I will be breeding her to the black pewter pied, just going for some visual pieds, black pastel and pastel pied combos as well, if I'm lucky enough to hatch them. Hopefully she goes, but that's the thing with the breeding season. If you're new to the hobby, then not every female will go for you. It's just the way it is, and if I'm speaking to someone who's experienced, then you'll know that for a fact. For example, I bred 3 females last season, hoping to get my first clutch last year, and I didn't have any luck with that. It doesn't always go to plan, but this year I'm hoping with the females that I've got, I should get my first clutch this year. So yeah, normal het pied, simple but effective, and she'll be going to the black pewter pied. So continuing on, we've got this pastel 100% double het for clown pied female, and she's literally, after a shed yesterday and a defecation, 1,500 grams bang on. So she is at that point now where I can start pairing her. She's just under, I think she is just 2 years old now. So age might be an effect, and she might not breed because of the age. But fingers are crossed. I'll pair her up with her brother, the other pastel double het clown pied, and hopefully they'll go. If they do go, then obviously I've got the odds to contend with. However, that is something I knew once I picked up this 1.1. So hopefully we can hatch some clown pies. That would be fantastic. Anything above that, pastel clown pie, killer clown pie. I always aim high, never sort of aim low, or else you'll be. It's sort of, I find it demotivating. I try and aim for the best that I can with the animals that I've got. And so yeah, I'll be aiming for clown pies with this pair. Hopefully they'll go this year. She is bang on that 1.5 mark. So yeah, fingers crossed that she breeds. And yeah, passes on this beautiful yellows down the side as well from the het clown influence. So next up we have this black pastel 100% het pied that I picked up from Callum Jones last, actually it was in the April Doncaster Expo. Ignore the water droplets on her. She's got high humidity in her tub right now because, as you can see by the eyes, she's in shed. Once she's shed out, I believe she might have hit that 2 kilo mark, which is fantastic. I did pair her up to the black pewter pied last year and they didn't seem interested in each other, so I really am hoping this year that they will show an interest in each other, because obviously I want to hit that panda, that is the end goal with this pair. Sort of when I first got into snakes in general in 2013, I saw a pied and it was fantastic, and then I saw a panda pied, and it's just, it is breathtaking, and still to this day, all these years later, it's still breathtaking. Yes, the super black pastels, will I have kinking issues? I don't know, because I haven't proved out these genetics in these specific animals. Hopefully not. If I have any issues, I will likely replace the female or the male, depending sort of at the time what I think is best in terms of who the best breeder is, and try a new line. And then if it fails again, I probably will give up on the pandas, by which point you'll have sort of sumapides, should have come down in price, and should be sort of accessible for me, working on a sort of a minimal budget. But yeah, once again, a beautiful black pastel het pied female that will be going to the black pewter pie to aim for that panda. So next up, we have this phenomenal cinnamon het pied that I picked up from Norman Bartlett last year. Absolutely phenomenal eater. Currently, absolutely smashing food. Again, must be getting near that 2 kilogram mark. She has a wonderful ringer just under there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Just a wonderful ringer. And also a really funky belly. I don't know if you can see all those yellows. Absolutely fantastic. I thought she was going to get me there. She has been a bit jumpy lately, which is strange because sort of she has had a beautiful temperament up till recently. However, you know, I'm not really that fussed, to be honest. But again, she'll be going to the black pewter pied. So all 4 females that I've shown you, no, sorry, the pastel double het will be going to the pastel double het. Sort of the other 3 females that I've shown you will be going to the black pewter pied. So as I said, he'll be busy, and there'll be one more that will be going to him as well. But yeah, so the aim with this will be to go for an 8-ball pied, so sort of another variation of the black and white snake. But yeah, you know, I got an opportunity to pick this girl up, proven, and I thought, well, why not? Cinnamon's a nice codom, and again, I can go for another black and white snake, even if it's not the panda. So that was the thought process for picking this girl up, and yeah, she's now ready to pair again. She laid this year in April, so by the time she goes through all that whole process of building follicles and ovulating, it'll be around the same time again if she does go for me. So fingers crossed once again. Hopefully she'll go again for me this time, and hopefully we can produce some nice pies with her. So next up we come to this visual pied female. I've only got 3 visuals in my collection, as I've mentioned before. This is one of the other ones apart from the male. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful pied. I've told you before I like my low whites because I like the pattern to come through with a little bit of that white. I mean, you don't get much lower white than this. That's the only white she's got. Absolutely fantastic animals with some beautiful colours down the belly again. So she will actually, I've decided to hold off on this girl. Initially I have been, I don't know if you've seen on my social media, I've been pairing her, with the Super Enchy Fire Het Pie. But I've had a rethink, and I will now be holding off with this girl until the Enchy Orange Dream possible double het ultra mud pie that I got a couple of weeks ago from Ham in that unboxing video. I will be pairing them instead. It'll probably be towards the end of this upcoming season, sort of summer next year, but that is simply because I would like the visual to try and prove out that het pie possibility in the Enchy Orange Dream, because that way, then when I put the Enchy Orange Dream into my ultra mud pies, I know for a fact it is or isn't het pied, and if it obviously isn't, it's no use to me personally because solely pied royal pythons. So then I know to replace my male before my female fire double het ultra mud pied is up to size. So that's what I'll be doing with this girl. If she goes and if the male proves out, that'd be fantastic, because then I could obviously produce Enchy Orange Dream pieds, 50% het ultra male as well. But yeah, that is the plan for this girl. I absolutely love this girl, and she loves her food as well, which is fantastic. To be honest, it's that time of year now when all of the females are feeding well. And again, she must be, if not already, over 2 kilos, which is fantastic. All of these girls get 1 small rat per week, and then I'll throw in a medium sort of once a month for them. The only girl that gets consistent mediums is the big normal het pie girl that I picked up a couple of weeks ago, which I'll show you in a minute. Because of her girth and her size, she can take mediums weekly. But yeah, so this is the pie that will be going to the Enchy Orange Dream possible double het for ultra male pied. So yeah, phenomenal animal. And yeah, I'll just put on some gloves now because I'll be dealing with the animals that are in my quarantine. So yeah, I'll be back in 1 minute when I've got them. So just while I'm putting on my gloves here, guys, and hopefully they don't make a horrible noise down the camera, I just want to talk about Doncaster that's just been and gone. First of all, thank you everyone that approached me. I could name so many people that came up and approached me. It's always fantastic to know that people do actually pay attention, and I had comments on the videos which was very nice and very pleasant to hear because I didn't expect that. Such as from Adam at TA Exotics. So thank you very much, Adam, for the feedback, and I will work upon it. And thank you to the usual suspects, you know, Neighbours Constrictors, Rob Nash, sort of you know who you are. Thank you for sort of the iced water, and for sort of giving me somewhere to put my bag and things like that, just simple things. But for making the weekend fantastic again. And yeah, I really appreciate that. And thank you to Stephen Walmsley for the LSW shirt that I'm wearing here. He is also a pied lover, which is fantastic, so of course I want to support him. So yeah, once again, thank you everyone that approached me. I'll be at November. This time I'll be vending again with Shamble Pythons, vending his animals, because obviously mine haven't bred for me this year. But yeah, please come and say hello. And yeah, I'll see you in November, but let's get to those animals that are in quarantine, shall we? So here she is, the big girl in my collection, the 2.5 kilo, potentially more now she's had a couple of mediums with me, normal het pied. What a beautiful animal this is, honestly. I didn't do her enough justice in the unboxing video. That was one comment I did get to me, and they were completely right. She is fantastic. She's really dark for a normal, and as you can see, really nice and girthy. She laid 10 eggs for the previous owner in January this year, so hopefully a nice big clutch from her again this year. She will likewise be going to the black pewter pied. Not so soon though, because I think I want to put some weight on that male before I pair him to this mammoth of a girl. But yeah, I have truly fallen in love with this animal in the short time I've had her. She is absolutely fantastic and a really nice feeder. Despite her size, she approaches the rat and just sort of goes up to it with her nose and just coils it from there. She's honestly fantastic, and I'm really, really happy I added this girl. And if the opportunity were to arise again to add another big girl like this, there's no way I would wait this time. In fact, I have been given the opportunity. I'm just debating it, just because of funding at the minute. You know, ham did cost me quite a bit, it's safe to say. And yeah, sometimes you've got to put life first, so I've really got to make that decision. But for now, beautiful normal het pied that I will be pairing to the black pewter pied this upcoming year. Really hope to get a clutch from her because I think it could be a nice healthy clutch. But yeah, so there's one final animal that I want to highlight in this video. So let's just put this nice big girthy girl back in her tub. So finally, and I've saved one of the best to last in my opinion, is the Enchi Pinstripe Yellow Belly het pied. This girl is fantastic. What a powerhouse. And I'm really, really happy to have added this girl. Once again, the pinstripe, the Enchi, and maybe you can see it now better with that blushing down the side and that wonderful yellow belly influence. So this girl isn't quite to size. Now I'm really hoping, and I have added her to my breeding plans this year, but if she doesn't go, it's not a worry. I'll just pair her next year because she's only 1.2 kilos. Now she has smashed a couple of mediums since she got here, so I'm hoping that if she continues to feed well, she will be at that 1.5 kilo mark before the end of next season. But likewise, her pairing would be the banana gravel I got from Ham as well. Obviously going for those highway combos. Yes, it's working on the odds. I mentioned that in the unboxing video. But I would be really, really excited for that pairing. And yeah, so hopefully the pair of them will get to size and he'll be sexually mature. They'll both be sexually mature. And I can pair these wonderful, wonderful specimens up because honestly, this pairing would be one of my highlight pairings, if not the highlight pairing of this upcoming season, if I can get them to go, because highway pied I don't think has been tapped into enough. I know David Bennett at DNS Royal Pythons. Hello, David. I know that he has just picked up a pastel highway pied, I believe it is, from Justin Kabelka, and it looks phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Now I don't have pastel in mine. That's fine. I've got Enchi Pinstripe instead. And banana, obviously. I'm really, really interested to see how that banana highway pied would look, especially if you add sort of Enchi in and pinstripe, which both bring pattern back into the pied. So yeah, once again, Enchi Pinstripe Yellow Belly, 100% het pied. Fingers crossed, because I really want this girl to go this upcoming year, but I'm not going to rush her. If she doesn't feel like she's ready, and if she's not big enough, there's no way I'll risk her just for the sake of one extra clutch this year or something like that. But yeah, so yeah guys, that is all the breeding females that I have this year, that I think, or some, you know, majority are to size, and then one that I've just shown that I really want to be to size that I think might be. So yeah, I'm really excited about this upcoming season because I really do think I'm going to get my first clutch this year. How I'll feel when I get that is probably going to be indescribable. Anyone that's had it, or who's watching this that's had it, will know how it feels. And I really want that feeling, to say the least, and then obviously I'll go from there. If I can get multiple clutches in this year, that'll be fantastic. I've got the incubator capacity, I've got the hatchling rack capacity, and yeah, so hopefully some nice clutches this year with some holdbacks. Ultimately I want to replace my male hets with visuals, and go from there, because I think visual male to the het females is the best way to do it, because you can put sort of one visual male to multiple hets rather than a het to one visual female and then the rest be het to het, if that makes sense. But yeah, so upcoming this weekend is, I believe it's Houghton. If it's not this weekend, it's next. I might have got my dates mixed up, I don't know really. But whoever's going, really have a good show. I wish I could come out there with you. but funding once again just hasn't allowed it. So hopefully I'll be coming out next year. I have got an invite, I believe. No, I have, I'm sure. So I'll hopefully get out there and meet some of you lot over in Europe, such as Ute, Martin. You know, I could name quite a few that I want to meet over in Europe. So hopefully I'll get out there to you next year. And then finally, I just want to talk about this upcoming Tuesday. Nothing is confirmed. It is in writing as such. Yeah, basically, I have been speaking to a special guest who's a good friend of mine, and hopefully he should be popping in on Tuesday on the way back down to his place from a business trip, just to see the little bit I've got here. I'll make sure that he sees the quarantine animals if he's got time. Hopefully he has, because I truly think some of my best stuff is up in quarantine right now. But yeah, hopefully he can call in, make a nice video with him or two, just showing him my collection, because I have a lot of time for the man that's coming. He's truly helped me, he's shown me the ropes and taken me under his wing, and I appreciate it a lot. Him and his partner, and everyone else sort of associated. I mean, honestly, I have so much time for him, so I really am honoured to have him in my collection. But yeah, enough on that. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Please leave a like and comment down below which of these pairings you think are your most anticipated for me to be doing. Sort of which ones are you going to be keeping an eye on. And then, yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video, guys, because I really enjoy making these videos now. I've no longer got that sort of shyness towards the camera, which is fantastic. And I really hope that you will sort of help me reach that 100 subscriber mark that I'm trying to aim for. That's all I really, that's the only aim I've got going into this. If I can hit that, I'll be happy. Anything after that is in the future. But for now, that's what I'm really aiming for. So if you could share it around with people, that would be fantastic. But, no pressure. But anyway, I'm just rambling. So, yeah, have a good day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Just a quick one, guys, just to say that the thumbnail probably makes no sense. Thank you for all the stickers. And I also received a load at Doncaster. I picked a load up, which is fantastic. I've got a little bit of space, but I've also got another sort of plank of wood that I could put on the wall. So, if you want an address to send any in, just get in touch with my social media. I also have stickers I can send back. But yeah, and also quickly, I know I forget everything in the video. I've set up an Instagram and I just hit 100 followers, which means a lot. I don't really understand Instagram, to be honest, but I'm trying to learn it. So if you could go over there and give us a follow, that would be highly appreciated. But yeah, I promise I'm gone now. Have a good day, guys.